In a humanitarian crisis, where space is limited and treatment needs to happen rapidly to protect public health, managing fecal sludge is a major challenge. Today, we'll explore how lime can be a game changer in treating fecal sludge quickly and safely. This video is a visual companion to the guidelines Lime Treatment of Fecal Sludge for Humanitarian Contexts. Before designing and implementing lime treatment in the field, please read the guidelines for detailed information on each step of the process. At the end of this video, you will know what lime treatment is and get familiar with the 7 steps of the lime treatment process. So what is lime? Lime is a mineral found in nature in the form of limestone. There are several types of lime. There is limestone, quicklime, and hydrated lime. For fecal sludge treatment, we use hydrated lime because it's easiest to handle, less hazardous than quicklime, and readily available in many crisis regions. Lime treatment is adding hydrated lime to fecal sludge. Doing this increases the pH. Keeping the pH above 11 for at least 2 hours inactivates pathogens and improves solid-liquid separation. Lime treatment should be considered a temporary solution and is recommended during acute or stabilizing response phases. Remember, lime treatment is effective when you have access to hydrated lime, water, and can monitor pH. If any of these elements are unavailable, consider other methods. We recommend use for 2 types of applications. One is in-barrel treatment, where sludge is emptied into a barrel and the lime is added directly to the barrel. Treatment happens during transportation to a disposal facility. The other application is off-site treatment at a fecal sludge treatment plant, where the sludge is emptied and transported, delivered to treatment, and then lime is added in a designated tank at the treatment plant. Before we start, safety is critical. Lime can cause burns, and working with fecal sludge poses health risks. Have water at hand to rinse any spills immediately. For your safety, always wear the necessary protective gear. Recommended are a work suit, rubber boots, safety goggles, gloves, and a respiratory mask. Now we're ready to have a closer look at the steps of lime treatment. The first step is to remove as much solid waste from the sludge as you can. For example, by screening or fishing it out with a hook. Make sure the contaminated solid waste is treated appropriately. Step 2 is to determine the required dosage of hydrated lime with a jar test. Dosage may vary depending on the sludge that you are treating and the quality of the lime. To determine the correct lime dosage, you will need a jar or beaker, a means to measure pH, which could be a pH meter, or if that is not available, litmus paper, a spoon, a syringe, if you have it available, a known volume of the sludge that you will be treating, for example, 200 milliliters, hydrated lime, a balance, and water. First, you will need to make a lime slurry. A lime slurry is a mixture of water and hydrated lime. Making a slurry helps to better mix the lime through the sludge, which is essential for the success of the treatment. For lime slurry, we recommend to use a 1:3 weight per volume ratio. In my case, that means I use 20 grams of lime in 60 milliliters of water. Measure out the required amounts of lime and water, and then slowly add the lime to the water while stirring. Hydrated lime reacts violently with water, so it's very important that you add the lime to the water, not the other way around. Fill a beaker or jar with a known volume of sludge. for example, 200 milliliters. Then, add the lime slurry to your beaker while measuring the pH. I like to use a syringe and add the lime slurry in 1 milliliter increments while stirring. Once the pH stays above 11, you have found the correct dose. For this sludge, I need 3 milliliters of lime slurry for 200 milliliters of sludge. Now that you know the correct lime dosage, calculate how much lime slurry you need to make to treat the sludge volume. For example, I want to treat 5 cubic meters of fecal sludge, so I will need 75 liters of lime slurry, which means 25 kilos of hydrated lime. Make the required amount of lime slurry and mix it through the fecal sludge. Mixing is where the magic happens. The effectiveness of treatment depends on sufficient contact between lime and the sludge. So mix thoroughly for a minimum of 5 minutes until the lime slurry is fully incorporated in the sludge. This is the most important step, so don't cut it short. Mixing can be done with an agitator, a pump, or manually. Choose a method that is available to you locally. Mechanical options are preferable over manual mixing because manual mixing can be tough. After mixing, check that the pH is above 11. If not, add more lime slurry until it is. After 15 minutes, check again that the pH is still above 11. If not, add more lime slurry until it is. Monitor that the pH is still above 11 every 30 minutes for 2 hours. In large treatment ponds, monitor in multiple spots to ensure homogeneous treatment. After 2 hours, the sludge will still be highly alkaline. Lime treatment improves solid-liquid separation, and both solids and liquid need to be treated further. Suitable options for this are provided in the guidelines. After treatment, all equipment and PPE needs to be washed and cleaned with water. So there you go. Now you have an overview of lime treatment, what it is, and when to use it. And know the 7 steps of the process. And remember these key messages. Always wear appropriate equipment, add lime to water when making a lime slurry, and mix thoroughly. Before you start, we recommend you to check out the guidelines where you can find more detailed information on all aspects of lime treatment.